Hello my people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex. I am a mama of 6 kids. My oldest is 10 and my youngest is 1, and this 2020-2021 school year will be our first year homeschooling our kids. So we'll have a 5th grader, 1st grader, and then 2 preschool boys. So in today's video I want to talk about my plans for preschool with my boys. So the way that I'm envisioning in my head, because I've never done this before, of doing preschool with the boys, and I've started to plan, is each week, and this, okay, so some people might think this is a little over the top with what I want to do, or maybe like too much for that age. My almost 4-year-old was in public preschool last year, and he loved it, and he did great. And he really thrived in the structure and the organized play and the activities and things like that. So as much as I do not think that it is necessary to have so many activities and organized and themed weeks and stuff like that, I do not think that's necessary at all for a 3-year-old or 4-year-old. I think that they learn the most through play, and I think that that is the best way that kids that age learn. So I just want to throw that out there. However, because we have so many kids, having structure and a routine and organized activities helps them tucker out their little brains, so then they nap. And it also helps them, their behavior is a lot better because they had their little cups filled, and it gives them more one-on-one time with me, and just they look forward to the structure. So, and I know this because when quarantine happened, I did a bunch of organized activities and crafts and play and stuff with them, and our days went a lot better. Then now I've kind of fallen off the wagon because I'm planning for homeschool, so I haven't really, it's more of just like a free-for-all all day, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work for them, it doesn't work for me. So this is what is gonna work best for our family. Now, if you have a 3 or 4-year-old and you're just planning on doing some, you know, spontaneous whatever play, child-led whatever, and that works for your family, go for it 100%. I do not think that, you know, 3-year-olds need to learn how to read or anything, okay? So I just want to throw that out there. This is just what's going to work for our family because I'm going to be jumping around to so many kids. So the way I'm going to do it is I have a theme planned for each week. I am using the More Before 5 in a Row book basically as a guide. So whatever book we're reading with the More Before 5 in a Row, I'm trying to pull a theme kind of based off of that book. So there are activities in that curriculum to go along with the literature book that you're reading. And so I'll probably pull maybe 1 or 2 of those activities, and then I'll pick a theme kind of based off of that literature book, and then I'll throw in some other things that I've pulled from Teachers Pay Teachers or Pinterest or stuff like that. So that's the goal. And then I plan it to where on the weeks that there's a holiday or, you know, President's Day or something like that, 9/11, whatever, we won't do the More Before 5 in a Row book, and instead we'll do books that kind of go along with that holiday theme or whatever. So the first week of school, we're starting on a Wednesday, and we're going to be doing that theme. So it's just going to be 3 days. The theme is all about me. And then the following week, the book is All the World, and that is one of the More Before 5 in a Row books. And so there is a lot of beach scenes and stuff in that book and illustrations. So we're going to go with a beach/ocean theme for the first week. So this is just an example. So basically, we'll start the day, we'll do our morning basket with all the kids, and then I'll take my 1st grader and my preschool boys, and we'll do a little circle time, and we'll do the weather and what day it is and a calendar thing and stuff like that. And then I will read the book that goes along with the More Before 5 in a Row. So I'll read All the World is the book that week. And then they'll have a letter of the day, a number, and a shape. And then we'll get into our activities. So while we're doing that, my older son will be doing his teaching textbooks on the computer, so his math. This is all, I mean, this all looks good on paper, guys, okay? It might turn into a complete circus when we start, but these are just my ideas, my popcorn thoughts floating through my head like they do all day long. So this is how I've laid it out in the magical sunshine and puppy world, but we all know it's probably not gonna go that way. So just follow me here, okay? If you watch a day in the life video when we start doing school and it's a complete circus, just know I warned you. Okay, so I decided to do these little morning work binders for my first grader and my 2 preschool boys. So my preschool boys are very simple. So the first day, we're doing this little, I got this from Teachers Pay Teachers, a little self-portrait, and then each month they're gonna draw a little self-portrait, and I'm gonna put it in a portfolio, or it'll be more like a memory book is what I want to do it. And then I'm gonna write them a little letter for the first day, and some little fun stuff like that. So the morning work every day is just tracing your name. I laminated this, so we'll use a dry erase marker, and then they'll do this is also laminated, so circle the day and then the month and the date. And I think my boys really like doing these kind of little activities, so I really think that they'll love that. And then we'll do the weather and stuff during circle time, but then they can do that at their little morning work. The other thing that I'm gonna add in here, which I haven't yet, is the little maybe some things to go along with our letter, number, and shape for the week. Just very simple, like the little dot worksheets where you use the bingo dauber and dot the letter. It's a letter find, so there's a bunch of letters, and if we're doing M that week, then they would find all the M's or whatever. So that is going to be their little morning work binder. So we'll do that first, and then once that's done, I'm incorporating each day the goal. And again, this is very flexible, okay? They're 3 and almost 4 years old, and if they're over it, then we're done, and that's it. We're not pushing any of this. If they want to do the stuff, we'll do it, and if they don't, we won't. So the goal is to incorporate a gross motor activity, a fine motor activity, and then some kind of like literacy, math, little hands-on type thing, whatever. And then I'll also let them play with some of the new educational toys and stuff that are only for homeschool. So that'll be like centers. We also have a little bakery and a kitchen where our homeschool area will be. So they can do those type of things, pretend play, whatever. So for the beach theme, so we'll do the circle time, we'll read the story, we'll do the morning work, and then the little fine motor activity is beach Play-Doh mat. So that's another thing I don't have yet, but it's on Teachers Pay Teachers, and you just print out, it's just a little beach mat, and then there's different things that I think that one was numbers maybe, and it just has little numbers, and then you laminate it, and then they have to like roll the Play-Doh and form the number or whatever. Sometimes it's a picture on those Play-Doh mats. So that's a little fine motor activity. They love Play-Doh. They will love that. The next thing is to decorate the letter of the day. So I'll have it printed out, and then they can just decorate it however they want. That's the little craft. And then the last thing, which I guess this is more like fine motor, but is a sensory bin with spray bottles. So sand in a sensory bin to go along with the beach theme, maybe some little plastic beach animals or something. And then I'm gonna give them little spray bottles, and they can spray the sand, and I think they'll really get a kick out of that. Or maybe we'll just go outside and do it, and that's fine too. So, and then the next day, another idea, so we'll do the same thing. So we'll do circle time. They'll still have the same letter, shape, and number that day. We'll read the More Before 5 in a Row book again, because you read it 5 days in a row. And then I have a little song about It's called 5 Little Sandcastles, and I just found it on Pinterest, just beach themed songs for kids or preschool beach themed songs. So it's a little 5 Little Sandcastles song we'll sing. They love the little songs too. And then they'll do their little morning work binder. And then the next thing is this little Feed the Shark game. So I wanted to show you this. I guess I'm just kind of explaining like where I'm pulling these resources from if you need ideas of how to organize preschool and where to pull the ideas from. I did not want to buy a formal preschool curriculum because I just don't think it's necessary. Some people like that, but I kind of wanted to just pull my own thing, my own ideas and stuff. So the gross motor, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess this is gross motor. Maybe it's more fine motor. I don't know. So it's Feed the Shark. So I laminated this. You cut out the little mouth, and then you like tape this to a shoebox or something so it's standing up. And then you cut out all these little fish, which I also laminated. I have not cut them out yet. And they're all different sizes. So then you use math linking cubes, like the little math counting cubes. Or you can use little tiny square blocks, or you could use little balls or whatever, little pom-pom balls. You really could use anything. So then you have these little cards that you cut out. So they pull a card, and let's say they get number 2. So they have to find a fish that is 2 linking cubes long. So I'm guessing it's going to be that one. So these will all be cut out. They'll find this fish, and then they have to feed the shark that fish. And then they'll go to the next card. And then they'll find, you know, they'll have to find a fish that is 10 linking cubes long. And so there's this big giant fish. And so they count the cubes. So it's a math game. They're counting the cubes, and then they get to feed the fish. And it's just a fun little thing. And I am going to save all this. That's why I wanted it laminated, because I'll save it for my 1-year-old when she does preschool. So that's going to be like the little game they play. So we're not just sitting and doing like seat work all day for preschoolers. We're doing fun little games. So they'll do that. And then we'll have a bin of sand, and I'll write the letters of their name on seashells and put them all in there, and then they have to try to find the letters of their name. And then another activity was a craft was like the watercolor coffee filter paint. So you paint that, and it all kind of blends together, and then we can do ocean colors or something to go along with the theme. And then another idea for gross motor was to use this puzzle, and then you set up an obstacle course, and you give them, so on one end you have all the puzzle pieces where they start, and on the other end you have the actual puzzle board. So you hand them a piece, they go through the whole obstacle course, and at the end the puzzle board is there, and they have to put the piece where it goes. So here's a little ocean theme puzzle that I got, which we needed some more puzzles anyway, so I got just a bunch of different random themes, but I happened to get an ocean one. And you could use any puzzle, but it's, you know, you set up a little obstacle course. You can use tape, and then you just get their bodies going, and they have to put the puzzle pieces where they go. And then I'm trying to think, let's see. And then I also have some days where we'll throw in at the end, if they're still up for it, we'll throw in just a library book that goes along with the theme. And then I would like to try to get some library books that go along with the theme each week, and I'll have those out when we first start school. And so if the morning basket stuff is kind of boring for them, or they're not really, you know, they're more than welcome to just play or whatever, but if they're not really focused on the morning basket stuff, because that is more geared towards my older kids, then they can look through some nonfiction or even fiction little books that I get from the library to go along with the theme that week. Or maybe I'll print a coloring page, and when we're doing Bible and stuff like that, they can color or build with Legos or something just to keep their hands busy while we're doing Bible or learning things, with our morning basket. So that is the intention. I hope that wasn't super confusing, but that's the intention with preschool. So basically a themed week, and then we always do the circle time, we always do the morning work binder, and then there's a fine motor, a gross motor, and a little literacy or math thing. So it's pretty simple. I mean, it seems like a lot. Again, these things are going to take like maybe 5 minutes each. So, I mean, all together we're looking at an hour total of preschool time. But I think that'll be enough to really fill their cups and just make them feel good and ready for the day and get their little brains going. And then once they're done with their stuff, then I'm hoping that they will, play on their own nicely and not be all rearing to go. And we'll go outside and get them all tuckered out, and then I can work one-on-one with my older kids with some of their subjects. So that is the plan for preschool. And again, you guys might be laughing at me because we have no idea how this is gonna go. The three-year-olds will decide. So anyway, if you have any questions about ideas or where to get resources for preschool stuff, leave a comment down below and I can try to answer those as best as I can. Or if you have any resources of preschool things that you've used that you find, or little games or things on Teachers Pay Teachers or whatever that you've found that you really like and your preschoolers like, please let me know, because I love all the information I can get. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out, and sorry that was a little frazzly video. I will see you in the next video.